guys, Chris VA Travels down here in Hanover County, and I'm visiting the ruins of French Hay Plantation, built back in 1735. After giving my introduction, I noticed there was a no trespassing sign, so decided to fly my trusty drone. But I just wanted to show this thing off, just a brick 5-bay building, hipped roof, a couple internal chimneys. And I'm sure it was the original portion of the building that was built in 1735. Probably later part of the century it was built up to look like what it does now. This thing has 18-inch thick brick walls. Came across some interesting history on it while researching online. And first off, I'll tell you a lot of the information came from user comments on Reddit, so keep that in mind. But first off, this isn't its original location. It was moved about not even a quarter mile south to make room for the Home Depot that was built up there at the Virginia Center Commons Shopping Center. The house was originally called the Sumter Estate, and they think that Revolutionary War General Thomas Sumter was born here. He's the namesake for Fort Sumter down there in South Carolina. But I couldn't find any information to match that up. I could only find that he was born in Hanover County and grew up on a farm. To tell you a little bit about General Sumter, he was nicknamed the Fighting Gamecock. He lived to the ripe old age of 97. After his military career, he was elected to the House of Representatives, served as an ambassador to the Portuguese court, and he married the daughter of a French nobleman who had sent her to America during the French Revolution. But I'll also tell you that French Revolutionary War General Marquis de Lafayette headquartered here. And the house gets its name because when Lafayette returned to France, he sent back some hayseed that produced a great crop. Neighbors flocked to get the seed, and they began calling the house French Hay. And he would have had to have stayed here on his way to or from Yorktown. Another user commented this was a hospital during the Civil War, which I could believe is true. It's right in the path of the Overland Campaign, right between the Battle of North Anna River and Cold Harbor. And this thing originally sat off Telegraph Road, which is now Route 1. And apparently there was a plaque at the end of the driveway with a sign that read 1735. Here it is in all its glory. You see the porch out front, and it looks like there was an attachment to the right. On a flatbed here being moved, and it looks like it's the dead of winter. Newspaper article out of the Richmond Times-Dispatch, dated April 12th, 1981. And at this time, the house was being lived in by the Cross family. And they're the ones who added the attachment to the side. And it looks like Miss Cross down there, the picture of the lower left. And Mr. Cross had attended kindergarten in the building in the picture below. And they think at one time that was a doctor's office. The picture in the upper left looks like we had a 2-level porch. And the property was used as a Confederate campground on the way to Cold Harbor. And they camped in the wheat field. They ate vegetables, corn, and pulled strawberries out of the garden. The only other thing I can make out is that at one time it looks like the Woodbridge family lived here, a Thomas Jefferson Woodbridge. Beginning of the deterioration. You see ghost marks where the porch was, dental molding going across under the cornice. Had some lintels above the window, and looks pretty good painted white. Here are the pillars that used to have a sign saying 1735, and these were down at the end of the driveway. Found a couple photos of the interior, posted by photographer Sean Toller, and you'll see carpeted stairway. Pretty nice wallpaper, and yeah, shame this thing's just sitting here, been left to rot. Someone posted the Ball family may have lived here. Apparently they were big in the area. Small graveyard over here, and someone had commented this was moved at the same time as the house. And most notable is the grave of Judge Leon Maurice Basil, and he gained fame or infamy for his ruling in the Loving versus Virginia case. Yeah, ruled in 1965. They had banned interracial marriage, but it was overruled by the Supreme Court. Real quick to tell you about his personal life. He's a Roman Catholic of French descent. He finished head of his class at the University of Richmond, and he also fought in World War I. And it looks like this would have been his retirement home, and most likely where he died. That's it for my quick tour of French Hay Plantation. Just wanted to get this thing documented before it's gone. So I'm gonna get out of here, guys. As always, like and subscribe. See you on the next one.